Yo, what's up, guys? It's Tommy. I'm here with Jake, and you're listening to Talkin'Smack Sports. Okay. How you doing, Jake? How was your vacation? Tell us about that before we get into anything.
Oh, it was wonderful. I am so happy to be back.
That's good, that's good.
I missed every second not being here in the studio with Tom. How are you, Tom?
And Henry. Henry was here too. Even though, Henry, we can talk about this off air, but we got some beef with Henry right now.
Yeah, we're gonna rough him up a little bit, you know.
We know he's not listening, so we can just talk about shit
we
want about him.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen. He's not a true fan.
Cole, don't tell him we said this, man. All right.
Yeah, I know Cole's listening.
Cole,
You
what
too,
up?
Charles.
What up, Cole? All right.
The ATL still sucks. Okay. That's just the boy Cole.
But anyway,
Tom. We'll have Cole up one day.
Tom, it's great to be back. You look fantastic, may I add.
Yeah, I like the haircut.
Thank you. That tie is wonderful.
Thank you. It's Louis Vuitton.
You know, I just needed some time off to clear my head. I just went through a nasty divorce.
Okay, shut up. We're moving on.
And I actually found love in gardening. So, all right. We're good. We're back. Tom looks fantastic. 6'5", 240. Let's get it.
Okay. We have 3 pretty big topics today, but before we get into that, during episode 6, if you listened, which I know you did, because you're a true fan.
I'm a true fan.
Henry and I talked about Greg Monroe for a while.
Greg Monroe. Got it.
This was Henry's stat, just for the record.
Yep.
Henry, I didn't fact check him. I trusted him. Henry said that the Celtics were going to trade Greg Monroe to the Raptors.
Hoopst was in this trade.
We mentioned that, and we said, like, it probably should be a second-round pick, or a late first round.
Yes, because he's not very good.
It turns out Greg Monroe's a free agent.
Is he?
So he just simply signed with the Raptors. No need to trade.
No, he's not very old, is he?
No, he's quite young. This is actually, it's his first contract.
How much money
First
is he
time he's been a
making?
free agent. Probably some sort of minimum.
See, now, I don't see why that's such an issue. You have Jonas Valanciunas, and you no longer have Jakob Poeltl, so I don't see why this is I think this is a good move.
I'm a Greg Monroe apologist, perhaps.
Are you?
I am indeed.
What are you going to apologize to him for?
No, that's not what an apologist is.
Oh.
An apologist is like, you're a LeBron apologist.
Uh-huh.
So, like, you, like, pretty much defend him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why do you defend him? Because he was injured and it is not his fault?
Because he's big and black.
Why would you say that? Do we have to restart? Cole, what up? Shout out to Cole.
Do we have to restart?
Tommy, take off your Sunday shoes. No, we're not restarting.
Look at the TV. It's pouring rain.
All right, we're not restarting. We're running with this. I think the fans like this. They want a comedy on the side.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just cut that out.
Tell them again. Why do you feel bad for Greg?
Okay. I'm cutting the big and black part art. Okay.
Oh, you just said it again.
Restart.
So that's 2 parts.
We're talking again.
Awkward.
No, I'm cutting this out.
No,
I
don't cut it out. Don't cut it out, dude. It's fine. We all get it. He obviously is what he is.
I know, I'll cut it out. Okay, we're back. I'm not going to cut that out, I promise.
All
It's a
right.
lot
See,
of
the
work
fans want a good laugh. The fans that listen this long deserve a good laugh.
I am a Greg Monroe apologist because he's big and black. You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here.
Okay.
Those
I don't
Tom's
want to talk about
words,
Greg
not
Monroe
mine.
anymore. We talked about it in episode 6. We want to go listen to that. Even though I probably don't because Henry's in it. Henry sucks.
Ooh.
Roasted.
Oh. All right, go.
Okay, first thing we're going to do here on the pod, we're going to talk about, what was it? 3 days ago, ESPN, specifically ESPN NBA insider Kevin Pelton. Kevin's a smart dude.
Cav.
Came out with projected 2018-19 playoff matchups.
Did he?
So pretty much just playoffs in the NBA for 2018-2019.
Yes.
Do you want to start with the Eastern or the Western Conference first?
East.
It's a hard decision. Eastern. Okay. We have the Raptors at 1, which I like.
I agree. I agree. As we said,
Oh,
Greg
really?
Monroe, baby.
No, I'm not gonna let you flip on this. You're definitely a Celtics guy.
I am a Celtics guy. I don't know why I just said that. Greg Monroe is the worst player in the league.
No, they're not mutually exclusive. You can have Greg Monroe be good and the Celtics be the 1 seed.
Okay. The Celtics are the 1 seed, and Greg Monroe is good. There.
No, but seriously.
You beat it out of me.
Do you think the Celtics are the 1, or do you think the Raptors are
I
the
think
1?
the Celtics are the 1.
Yeah, I think the Raptors are, personally.
Okay, well, that's fine. I just think the Celtics are.
We've already argued this a lot.
I think the Raptors are going to have a lot of growing pains in the beginning. Now, once they get traction, I think the Raptors are going to be really good. But I think
well, this is the playoffs, so shoot, we're talking regular season though.
Yes, we are, Tom. So I think that once the Raptors are going to have growing pains, much like the Lakers. We'll get into that later. But I think they'll be. I think once they get going, they'll be good. But it'll take the first half of the season at least to really get going, as it does for most
I can
teams.
see that, but I can see that with the Celtics happening too.
I don't know. They all know. They all played with each other. You could say they didn't. You could say they didn't. But I think they all know what their roles are and what they're supposed to do.
No, I completely disagree with that. The roles part exactly.
Do you?
You really think Jason Tatum's just going to take the third best scorer role now after being the first best in a playoff run?
I don't think he's the third best scorer. I think he's a better scorer than Gordon Hayward. I think he's better than Gordon Hayward.
Okay, you're on that You're on that Jason Tatum wave, aren't you?
Well, okay. I don't think Gordon Hayward's that good. He's white, and what did he do? He broke his leg. No player comes back from that 100%. So even if he's 90% Gordon Hayward, he's still not. I don't think he's as good.
Yes, I'd rather have Jason Tatum on my team right now. I agree, but Gordon Hayward's an all-star in the Western Conference. Doesn't mean nothing.
Doesn't mean nothing. You're right.
He's a better all-around two-way player. Obviously, Jason Tatum's probably a more polished scorer.
I don't know. At the end of this year, I don't know. Yeah, I guess, but I think I just think Gordon Hayward's going to stay the same, and Jason Tatum got better this offseason.
So, what does Gordon Hayward think his role is? Does he truly believe he's maybe the fourth best scorer on that team?
I don't think fourth. I think third, and I don't think he's the type of guy to get in a big fight. I think he's smarter than a guy that will cause drama over his role.
Yeah, but everyone thinks that until it happens, right?
I mean, I think Carmelo and Gordon Hayward are very different.
Yeah, I mean, Carmelo's better.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, obviously, but I don't think Gordon Hayward would consider coming off the bench either. Not that he is.
I don't think he'd be happy about it, but I think he'd be smart enough to keep it within the organization and not do the whole media thing, which would save them a lot of trouble.
That's hard to do in this day and age, though.
That's true, but I just don't see Gordon Hayward getting up on the mic and saying, you know what, I don't like this, this is wrong, I'm not coming off the bench, and then laughing, and then doing just laughing.
And the key to the whole Celtics thing is Brad Stevens.
Brad. The man.
Brad the man. I agree the Raptors are going to have growing pains, but I think they have more talent. They have more depth for an 82-game season. Maybe not more talent, but more depth for an 82-game season. The playoffs, I might have to take the Celtics, because it's not much about depth, it's more about talent. But Kawhi, just being able to lock down the best player on the other team every single game.
You still have Kyrie
of the whole entire
Irving.
year. We're talking about the Raptors right now, aren't we?
Yeah, well, okay. I thought you were saying, you would lock down the Celtics.
I'm not talking about a series. I'm talking about, an 82-game season.
Gotcha. Yes,
I think he's healthy.
Kawhi. I do like Mr. Kawhi.
Do you think Kawhi's healthy?
Yes, I do.
I think he's healthy. I'm not concerned about that at all.
Yes, I do.
He's got a lot to prove this year. I think he's going to be an MVP, top 4 MVP candidate.
Okay.
Anyway, talk about those two teams. 76ers, they're probably going to stay the 3 seed. No one's going to contend them. They didn't get better.
Just going back to the Kawhi thing real quick. I'm knocking on wood here. But I would not be surprised if I see something along the season that says he's having more issues with something. I would not be surprised.
Okay, I mean, you can say that about anyone coming back from injury.
Yeah, but you said I'm just saying. I'm just kind of countering your thing about the top 4 MVP. I think he might have some discomfort along the season.
Yeah, I mean everyone does. Any 2-game season.
Yep.
I know what you mean. Okay, so the 76ers Heat 3-6 matchup, same as last year.
Yeah.
I agree with it. Both teams stayed the same pretty much.
Yeah. I think Ben Simmons really needs to step up, and if he doesn't, they're the same team, and they're not gonna do anything.
Wait, Embiid thinks he's an MVP candidate.
I think Embiid's very good. I think he's a top 3 center in the league, but I do not think he's an MVP candidate.
No. No one in the East really is except for Kawhi, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And maybe Giannis.
Indeed.
I'm not going to talk about the Heat. They're boring.
Do you think they'll re-sign Dwayne?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess.
They're going to have to pay him,
they have to pay
a little
him more
bit
than the Yin Yang
not
Tigers.
Not more, but close.
Yeah.
And they're going to give him more than 1 year, too.
That was not a racial comment, by the way. Sorry.
You just said the team name. Why would it be?
When we're rich and famous, please don't uncover these podcasts, by the way. That seems to be the trend. Nobody would listen this long anyway. We're fine. We can say whatever we want.
How about you try?
Cole, watch yourself.
Okay. Pacers move up one spot, pretty much taking the Cavs spot, which we'll talk about this later. I like the Pacers this year. You?
I do like the Pacers. I think Oladipo is going to be a monster. I think he might be in the MVP race. He's my sleeper. He's my sleeper.
Jake.
Dude, I think he is.
Homer, Jake.
I went to the University of West Virginia, Tom. What do I have against Vic Oladipo?
I think it's West Virginia University, but it's fine.
Oh, really? Did you go?
No, but neither did you.
So what? I'm married to my cousin. Okay. Cole, edit it out. Earmuffs, Cole.
This podcast's going horrible. Okay, Bucks. We're just pretty much banking on Giannis having a big season with the 5 seed.
The big alphabet, yes.
So it's the 7 and 8 Wizards, Pistons. Do you think the Cavs could sneak into one of those spots?
I could see the Wizards falling apart, and I could see the Cavs being good enough.
Bro, the Pistons though.
Yeah, they're really bad. But when they had Blake Griffin, they won 10 in a row. But then they lost.
Maybe.
But then they lost a lot in a row.
I guess in my power rankings, I do have the Pistons as the 8th seed.
I like the Cavs over the Pistons. Because I think the Cavs are young. They have kind of, in a way, nothing to lose. So they're just going to go out and play and have fun. I think the Cavs are going to be a really fun team to watch.
Talk about that later in the pod, too.
Yes, we will.
On to the West.
The wild Western Conference.
First seed's not a surprise. But the Jazz at 2. Kevin was a little on the Red Bull here.
Kev.
I mean...
I'll have what you're having, Kev.
Yeah, seriously? You really think Donovan Mitchell's going to make that big of a... Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are going to get that much better?
No.
So why do they go from 5 to 2?
I honestly don't understand this.
The improved Thunder, they're not the improved Rockets, but they're still good Rockets.
Still better than the Jazz Rockets.
Yeah.
If they're not playing in Utah with all the racial slurs flying around the building. I think the Nuggets might be better than the Jazz. In a way. Maybe.
Bro, people be gassing the Nuggets up. So, where do you think the Lakers fit into this bracket? Who are you kicking out? Me personally, I'm kicking out the Pelicans.
I'm kicking out the Pelicans as well, Tom. I like that.
Henry is a big Pelicans guy.
No, I'm booting the Pelicans, and I'm inserting the Lakers. Let me see here.
At 6.
Timberwolves spot. 5. I love Vegas. I'm taking the over on Vegas. They have them at 48.5. I like them at 50.
Later.
Sorry.
Later.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's okay. Just gotta remember the agenda. Here's my thing. I want the Spurs in here too.
Do you?
But there's only 8 spots. So I was thinking...
Maybe even the Blazers. Or the Timberwolves. Maybe the Timberwolves. I do not like how high the Timberwolves are.
Bro, I think the Timberwolves fall apart this year.
I do too.
I think the Jimmy Butler talking about.
Yes.
I know it's just talk, but I feel like Jimmy Butler. I'm putting 10% chance Jimmy Butler gets traded at the deadline this year.
10? Okay.
That's not that high.
No.
But that's pretty high considering.
You know what?
Like,
I like those odds, and I'm going to do 12. 12%
12%.
chance Jimmy Butler gets traded.
at or before the deadline. I could see it. Because they realize they're not going anywhere in the West, which they're not.
Yeah.
And you still got two young pieces. If you can get a third young piece from, like, let's say, that'd be a good move for, like,
the Knicks.
who'd that be a good move for?
Let's not get into these talks, shall we?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Nobody's a dude. Oh my gosh. I'm freaking out after you just said that. For, like, Nita Keela and their first rounder.
Dude, that team would be phenomenal.
Bro, and that would go through for, like, because it's only a rental. But then Jimmy would resign.
Yep.
For Frank the Tank and a first rounder. Oh my gosh.
Not to mention that, you know, a little fellow on the Celtics of all these rumors running around through these airwaves.
Bro, what if they pulled that off?
That would be quite impressive. I actually really like Ntilikina, though. That'd be sad.
Yeah, but you're going to have to give up a good piece.
Yeah, of course.
And if you're planning on signing Kyrie,
Of course.
you don't need Frank the Tank. By the way, I just call everyone with the name Frank the Tank.
Frank Ntilikina is who we're referring to, not Kaminsky, by the way. He's on the different team.
One more thing I want to talk about here is Thunder at 6. I can't believe they're behind the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, and the Jazz.
Yeah, I think that's silly, in my opinion. I don't know what, as we said, Kev was smoking that good stuff when he put this list together. But,
Yeah,
I don't know. 2
of my top 4 teams in the West are ranked 6th and unranked. So, like, Kev... And the ESPN captions literally imagine a postseason without LeBron. TV would shut down. TNT would close. No one would watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Have we exhausted that topic?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty exhausted.
Give me a good old yawn, everyone. If you're listening, let it go to yawn.
Yawns in chat. Yawns in chat.
Not 'cause-
Cole,
not
give
'cause
us a
you're
yawn in
tired.
chat.
Next, you've referred to it a few times already, but what day was it when Vegas over-unders came out? So NBA season win over-unders came out 8-5, so Sunday?
Yeah.
Yesterday, Sunday.
Yes.
And we each got 3 three teams we disagree with, either on the over or the under side.
Okay.
So you got a team you want to give me?
I do have a team, Tom. I have a very good team. The Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't like. I think they're too low. I think, as we said,
I 100% agree with you.
They can sneak in to that 8 seed. They're at 30 right now. That would be 30 and a half. So they're saying they're going to be like, let's round up here, 31 and 51, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's awful. I think they're going to be a lot better than that. I think they're going to be around 500, and I think they might just have enough to sneak into that 8 spot.
Yeah. I actually got some stats on this. So, the last 2 times LeBron's the team, obviously big impact. They won 61 games. The year before he left Cleveland, they won 19 the year after. But then, with Miami, it was a 17-game drop. But for me, this seems nothing like the first Cleveland. This is a lot more like the Miami team he left.
Yeah.
They still got an all-star. They got a lot of good veteran pieces. That Cleveland team was butt cheeks.
Yeah. But LeBron's such a headache to play with, right?
Yeah. 42 win difference. That's got to be the biggest difference from a team from one year to the next ever.
Most certainly.
They were 42 games worse. Are you kidding me? Anyway, so that's why I'm thinking it's going to be more around that 17-win drop. They won 50 last year, and they underachieved. So let's say if they won 55 last year, really, which is what they should have won.
Yeah.
Let's put them around 38 wins for this year for me.
Okay. I have them at 500, so we're close. Yeah, 41 and 41.
41. And that's probably a playoff team in the East.
Most likely.
41.
Should I go?
I have San Antonio.
Okay. Doing what?
They're at 43.5.
Okay.
And they won 47 last year.
Gotcha.
5-4 with Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
So, essentially, they traded DeMar DeRozan for Danny Green in the offseason. In terms of, like, last year to this year's, team. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you're telling me they're going to win 3 less games?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I like
trade?
what you're getting at here.
And I know you're kind of a DeRozan hater.
I'm not a DeRozan hater. I just don't.
You don't like him though.
No, I don't dislike him at all. I just don't think the only.
But you don't agree with me when I say.
No, the only thing I'm saying is I just don't agree when people say, "Oh, he's in Pop's system. He's going to flourish." I don't agree
in Pop.
with that.
I believe in Pop's system.
That's what we disagree about. I do not hate DeRozan at all. I like him. And
that's actually the one thing I'm scared about with the Raptors. I'm scared of Kawhi. Just might not be the player. He'll be top 10, but will he be top 3?
He's either gonna be really good or really bad, in my opinion.
Really? So you don't think he's gonna drop off to the second tier of players? Because I think that could happen.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think he's either gonna be really good or really bad.
Well, top 10 in the league's not really bad.
But I'm saying I think he can have a season where it's like he's struggling, so he kind of falls into that that kind of quitting mentality a little bit, and he just says, all right, whatever, the season's done.
That's not going to happen.
You don't think so?
He's in it's a contract year.
Yeah.
Bro, people won't give him a max if he doesn't look good this year. Because then that's literally 2 years in a row of not really playing. He won't get a max. It won't be as big of a drop as Isaiah, but he won't get a max.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of Kawhi to say he's going to have a good year.
Well, none of us have. I just use it to believe. Anyway, I'm thinking 50 games for the San Antonio Spurs. 3 more wins than last year.
Yeah, I can see. I like that.
Okay, you got another one?
Yes. I think the Knicks are currently notched at 29.5. I think they will win more along the 34-35-ish mark. So not really that big of a difference. They'll still miss the playoffs.
So they won 29 last year, so how'd they get better in the offseason?
Because I think, well, this is kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but I think Kevin Knox is going to make a huge difference, and I think
Porzingis is out the whole year, though.
He's out this whole year?
I think it'd be smart for him to.
Yeah, that's true.
Why rush it back?
Yeah, I don't think he'll do that though, but just based on his mentality and the way, I think he really likes to play.
Well, at some point, it's not your choice.
I mean, for the most part, it is.
The team shuts you down. I mean, we're not all Kawhi Leonard where we choose when we want to play.
I just think he'll want to play as soon as possible. Well,
if the team's in control of him.
He'll still want to play, is what I'm saying. I think he'll want to play, and I think they'll let him play.
Okay, but I mean, either way, he's not getting back to March, February.
I think they're going to be better. I think Ntilikina's going to be better. I think Kevin Knox is going to be good. I think Cantor is very underrated.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Who else do they have? Courtney Lee, sure, better. He's been
Lynn
getting them shots
back.
Is he back
watch
in New York? No,
but watch out for sneak peek. Lynn Sanity's coming next pod.
Yeah, nobody listens to this point. This is like the dark depths, but next pod.
Preview.
Watch out.
Preview.
Cole, be on red alert for the notification gang. Who's got the notifications on? Ring those bells, baby.
Cole doesn't listen. There's no way Cole's listening right now.
If Cole listens, Cole, if you listen to this point, record this, and I will get you a present.
Yeah. Cole, send us a Snapchat of you listening to this part.
Or anybody, literally anybody who listens to this part.
Literally anyone.
All right.
Record yourself listening to it, DM it to us on Twitter, or Snapchat if you have us on Snapchat.
This is the code word. This is the code word. This is the code phrase. God, I'm glad it rained. We needed that. That's the code phrase. So if you hear that code phrase, you send that into Twitter, and you've got gifts on the way. Gifts. Like Christmas Eve.
Not GIFs.
Gifts. GIFTS. Exclamation points, as many as you'd like.
3. I prefer 3.
I would throw 8 on there.
Oh, 8.
Yeah, see, the
Anyway.
exclamation points are notched at 3.5, and I kind of like them at 9. That's a joke. That's a joke. All right, they're not an NBA team. All right.
So you're going with the Knicks?
Yes, I'm going with the New York Knickerbockers.
Okay, next team, I got the Pacers. We talked about this earlier. They're projected at 47.5.
Ooh,
They won
tough.
48. 47.5 is high, I agree. But this is the same team that took the LBJ Cavs that went to the finals to 7 last year.
Without Mr. Lance.
Without Mr. Lance. No, they had Lance. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they don't have him anymore.
Oh, but they have Tyreek Evans.
So,
Huge upgrade.
I think
Oladipo and Sabonis. I think Sabonis is taking a step this year.
that's true. He hits that 10-foot jumper. He's got a wetter from there.
I think he's like 16 and no.
Remember?
I think he might be 2010 this year.
Remember when he dropped like 40 on the Cavs because they just let him shoot free throw line jump? Like they let an NBA player just shoot free throw line jumpers like 40 times a game.
Yeah, because their defense is so bad, they have to leave someone wide open sometimes.
That's true.
Anyway, that was their biggest weakness last year, scoring the ball. Their only really premier ball handler at all was Victor Oladipo. They add that off the bench, probably, I would assume, and Tyreek Evans to go along with, I forgot, Bogdanovich. Dude's a beast.
Bogdan. Looks like our 8th grade coach.
They could have, I don't know who your 8th grade coach. They could have, I would not be surprised if they have 4 20-plus point scorers next year.
Denu is who I was talking about.
Oh, Denu. Does he?
Kind of. If you're listening, coach, big shout out. Big shout out.
What are the odds?
Or the real Bogdan, whichever one is fine.
I'd rather it be Denu though.
I'd rather have it be the real NBA player.
Oh.
Coach Denu, the real NBA player.
Anyway, do you think that's crazy? 4 20-plus point scorers.
I mean, that's kind of.
Sabonis,
I mean, theoretically, that would be like scoring 80 a game off 4 guys, and then you have like 4 others playing as well. So that'd be a pretty high scoring affair, to say the least.
Bro, teams average.
Did you factor in Miles Turner? Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe 4. Maybe 5 guys averaging 15 plus. How about that? You like that better?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, that's what I meant. Though.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay. We'll add in Miles and make it 5-15. Anyway, I have them at 52.
Okay, I like that.
Making a run at the Sixers for the 3 seed.
I like it. Okay. Let me spy with my little eye. All right, this is an interesting one. Portland at 500, pretty much. 41.5. Now, they're the same team. Tom, do you know how many games they won last year?
I think it was 49. Let me check.
49. See, why are they worse? Is my question.
Because Austin Rivers is not, or Seth Curry.
That's true. That's true. But no, seriously, why are they worse? I think they'll be.
Ed Davis is gone.
I think they'll be better if anything, though. They won the summer league. Things are off to a good start.
Bro, I think they capped out last year in the regular season.
49. Yeah, but this has them at 41. I mean, I'd put them at least 44. Why not?
They're gonna make the playoffs. They're not gonna miss the playoffs. It looks like they're gonna need to, but they need to win. Remember, they were only 2 games away from being the 8 seed last year. The 3 and the 8 were separated by 2 games, so they could actually easily fall out of the playoffs.
That's true.
With even 44. People forget how close this conference was. From 2 to 9 was separated by 3 games.
Okay.
Which is incredible. Half the conference was separated by 3 games. Or 3 to 9. Did I say 2 to 9? 3 to 9. So, I go back on what I just...
What was that?
I go back to what I just said. 3 out of 9 teams, or 3 through 9. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
I'm such a silly goose. So teams 3 through 9 were separated by 3 games. I just said that the Trailblazers are probably going to be in the playoffs, but I changed my mind. If they win 41, they're not going to be close.
Yeah. It's true.
If they win 45, they're on the bubble. And so I think they're right in that 44, 45 range. So the Trailblazers, man, I think that they capped last year, dude.
I don't know. I think 41.5. I think they'll win at least 44.
That's low. Yeah, but that's only 2.5 games difference. I mean, I bet you almost every team will be 2.5 games different.
Yes. Okay.
I think Dame capped out last year. That's all I'm going to say. First team All NBA. It's not happening again.
Yeah.
He's not the best point guard in the league. He's like the fourth.
All right.
One
final one?
I don't have another one.
Okay, one quick one. Just one quick one. Washington is at 44.5. I find that high. They're my team to blow up this year. That's my one team to blow up this year.
Because they have Dwight. But wait, how many did they win last year? I'm in the process of checking.
Probably about
they
the same.
won 43.
Yeah. I think they. I wouldn't be surprised if they won 38 and win.
John Wall was out half the year. I think it's more likely they win 50 than 38.
I'm not saying.
This ball club almost beat those Celtics 2 years ago.
I'm not saying they're necessarily going to win more or less. I'm just saying that's my team to blow up.
This team almost beat the number 1 seed Celtics 2 years ago. Otto Porter's a beast, underrated, slept on. Dwight Howard's still a really good NBA player.
Kelly Oubre's a weirdo.
I feel like John Wall's been getting a lot of flack, but he's still a top 6, 7 point guard in the NBA.
Yeah, but nobody eats.
When healthy?
Nobody eats.
Yeah. Marcin Gortat's gone, so everyone can eat again.
The Polish hammer. All right, we're moving on. That topic is bent over, hands on knees. It's tired, exhausted. Okay. Cole, you have just reached your second checkpoint for a double prize. So
ESPN came out with their they did a vote with all their insiders. They came out with their rookie of the year predictions. Luka won 58% of the vote, 8 and 24. Jaren Jackson 6. Sexton, Carter Jr., Bagley, and Knox got 3%. Trae Young got 0. Only top 5 player that didn't get any votes.
Yeah.
Who are your top 3?
My top 3.
This year. Start from 3.
Going from 3.
Start from 3.
Number 3, I have Mr. Colin Sexton. I think he will be very good on the Cavs. I think he has a whole new system that he can work with. You know, he can just go and ball out basically. You know, he has like no veterans other than Kevin Love. So who's he playing behind really? You know, it's kind of his team. Not really, but kind of is because I
like Rodney Hood.
He's a new
to score
rookie.
like 15 to 20
I
this
do,
year.
but like it's not like
I'm not saying I know he's not a rookie. I'm just saying.
But it's not like Colin Sexton's going to be like, oh, got to get Rodney his touches. You know, he doesn't care about that. It's gonna be Colin's team basically. I like him.
That's a good point. Being a rookie is all about
mobility. Like De'Aaron Fox.
Opportunity.
De'Aaron Fox, Dennis Smith Jr. Look at those guys compared to
That's why we don't have Luka on here because his team is very good.
Yeah.
This year, DeAndre Jordan, Dennis Smith, Wesley Matthews, Dirk. I just don't see him getting a lot of opportunity to score or. Maybe he can average a lot of assists, but...
Me and Tom Bone, just a quick thing, me and Tom Bone love Dallas's core. But
oh, yeah.
We'll get into that.
Big fans.
That's
Henry's
for
as
another
well.
episode.
Henry's as well.
So that's our team mascot.
My number 3 is Trae Young.
Okay.
He's boom bust, but I think the boom can happen, and he's literally the only player on that team.
It's kind of funny.
Him
sorry, go ahead.
Taurean Prince, John Collins. What's kind of funny?
Oh, I was just going to say it's kind of funny. In the Summer League, he literally showed us nothing. Like, he kind of did, but he also didn't. Because he had awful games, and then he'd have a really good game, and then an okay game, and then a really good game, and then an okay game.
Yeah.
So, it's the mystery still, you know. The search continues.
Well, it's still Summer League. He balled out a few games.
That's true.
I think I don't know, but there's definitely a chance. He has a better chance than, say, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
To be Rookie of the Year.
He would be a major, come out of nowhere type guy, even though he balled out in the Summer League.
Yeah, and even though he's the 3rd overall pick, it doesn't seem likely. Same with Luka.
Yeah.
Who's your number 2?
My number 2 is Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox, because I really like what he brings to the table. Summer League, he showed what he can do. He showed he can shoot. Will that translate to real games? I don't know. Who knows? He showed he can shoot. He showed he can attack. He showed he can finish. I like him as an all-around player. He can defend. He's long. He can jump out of the gym. I just like him as an all-around player. I think he's an all-around scorer. He's an all-around athlete. Somewhat close to Blake Griffin, but, more lankier, more longer.
And not as fat.
Not as
and
fat.
He can shoot. And he's versatile and he can score, so not really.
Well, Blake Griffin can shoot threes. He shoots threes.
Yeah, but not his rookie year.
Well, he's now, comparing him to his game
Okay, now. Okay, we're talking now. Okay. Yeah, I also have Kevin Knox, too.
Who's Kevin Knox, too?
I feel more like he's coming out of that Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell mold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where he's just a really good scorer coming out of college. Like, really pure. And that's, if you just score a lot rookie year, you're going to win rookie of the year. Like, no one cares about assists or rebounds. It's pretty much all about scoring.
And put on a show. So if he dunks a few guys, I think he has a good chance.
Which he did in Summer League.
Yes. All right.
Who's your number one?
My number one starts with a D. Last name starts with an A. I think you can guess it. It's DeAndre Ayton.
Sir.
I think he's by far. I mean, everyone knows this. By far the best scoring big man in the draft. I think he's going to make.
Does Marvin Bagley count as a big man?
Yeah, but I think out of the post, DeAndre Ayton's a much better scorer.
Okay. Yeah.
He's on the Suns, which literally has unlimited mobility at the 5 spot. It's like the same thing with Colin Sexton. He has the mobility. He can do whatever. It's like partially.
I think opportunity is a better word.
Yeah, opportunity. He has more opportunity. Yeah, I think he has. I think it might be tough for him to get touches in a way. Well, they have Alfred Payton now, right? Or no? Who's Alfred Payton on? He just went somewhere. He either moved to the Suns or away from the Suns.
They definitely traded him for
he's on
nothing.
He's on the Pelicans.
He's on the
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
All right, so never mind.
Okay. I'll cut that out.
Who was the Suns' point guard? Oh, they just Jerry Grant, right? Or no, that's Matt Orlando. Who's their point guard? All right, whatever.
They don't have a Devin Booker.
That's why I'm saying it's going to be hard.
Gone.
It's going to be hard for him to get touches in a way because I don't think Devin Booker is really like let me get this ball into the post. That's not his first thought. But I still think out of the post he's a good scorer, and I think
offensive rebounding.
Yeah, true. And I think if he worked on his defense at all, he's going to be a huge force in the league. If he didn't work on his defense, he's going to get pushed around, but I still think he could be a force.
I have Marvin Bagley.
Okay.
For me, I think just he can score so many ways. The defense was a problem at Duke, but no one cares about defense when you're a rookie. I feel like he's going to have the most opportunities to score out of any rookie, other than maybe Kevin Knox. And he's good at putting the ball in the bucket. I think he's going to be an empty stats on a bad team, Devin Booker for the last 3 years kind of guy, for like his whole career, honestly. I just feel like that's what Marvin Bagley's going to be.
Okay.
But 20 and 10, I feel like he could do that this year. I mean, Ayton could too, don't get me wrong, but Ayton just has a little more talent on his team. Because they got Ariza, they got McCall, they got Devin Booker, they have him. They have 4 or 5 guys there that can score. It's really only De'Aaron Fox, Bogdanovich, and him over there in Sacramento.
Yeah.
And De'Aaron Fox is a much better passer into the post or just passer in general than anyone the Suns have.
One thing.
He's good in the break. De'Aaron Fox is a big reason for this.
Okay. Yeah. One thing. I do agree with you about De'Aaron Fox. He's going to have a lot more like post touches, I guess, more like sets for him. But I think DeAndre Ayton's going to excel because, like, the Suns are built for just kind of like a sprint down the floor, get up a shot type team, with Ariza and Booker and
McCall.
Yeah, and guys like that. They're just kind of like a run and gun to get a quick 3 up, run back on D, go back and forth, quick, fast paced. And I think Ayton's going to succeed by just chasing down all those offensive boards and just putting him back up.
Is he in that kind of shape though?
I mean, I would hope so, but I don't know.
I mean, most centers aren't. Is he going to stay in the court for that long? Anyway, both teams are going to be horrible.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll probably be someone we didn't name. Probably someone like Zaire Smith.
Yeah.
But, probably not, actually. He's on the 76ers.
Or the dude on,
probably
Clippers.
Grayson Allen, honestly. Grayson Allen. With the Clippers draft.
I forget, whatever.
Zuki.
Or Dagus Alexander.
Or
Shot
Jerome Robinson.
Yeah.
Whichever one of the two emerges as a better player early on.
Yeah. All right. I think that'll do it, right, Tom?
Yep. Screw the Twitter giveaway. We're not doing it anymore. No one's joining it.
Well, I mean, if we get a plethora of followers, I guess we will, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, follow the Twitter, Talkin'Smack _pod.
The Instagram?
New Instagram account.
Thank you. Go ahead, Tom.
It's Talkin'Smack Pod 2, I think.
We should really do this in the beginning of the episode, but, this is for the loyal fans.
Yeah, we'll do the beginning episode from now on. That Instagram account, we're hoping it gets active. We don't really have the password. It's kind of confusing.
But we
kind
do
of
have
held
quite a
hostage.
few followers.
Like maybe 4,000.
We're looking pretty over there.
Like on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Apple, give us 5 stars on Apple, you know what to do. If you're still listening, I love you.
I do too. All of us here at Talkin'Smack Sports love you.
Henry doesn't.
Yeah, he hates you. He hates your guts.
Yeah, get off right now.
Alright.
Leave. Go do something better with your life.
Alright.
You would waste 40 minutes listening to us. Dirtball.
Okay, we're really stringing this thing out. Any whomsoever. Go follow us on the medias. You know the gig. You've been here long enough. If you haven't, look at old episodes. I don't really care about
Okay.
you. Alright.
Let's hit that new outro. Music start.
Okay.
Now. Go. Bye.
Shout out Dallas.